As the sun sets over LA, nightlife begins to take hold of the city. Groups of friends that have plans for the night get together, travel to the beaches of Santa Monica, holding some drinks and making sure their parents don't find out. Little do they know, there are things that hide in the shadows. Somewhere else in Santa Monica, however, we join Iris as she opens her eyes
Miguel,
and
Twitch is not
looks.
up.
Apologies. Should be up now. Yes. Iris opens her eyes and looks around the haven.
It's Olivia.
Olivia's there.
Okay, awake.
Yes. Olivia's staring at the mirror, changing something on their face.
What you doing?
I'm getting tired of this face. I might change it soon.
Change it.
Well, I know.
Have you seen through the blood that thing I've made? The instant change.
I have. But I want more precision with this. I want to make sure
It has
I get it
absolute,
right.
but it has absolute precision.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a limit of your imagination. But you got plenty. And Iris just grins mischievously.
I appreciate it, but I'm going to do this one the old-fashioned way.
Iris basically gets out of the bed. What was she sleeping in?
Sorry, what?
What was she sleeping in? Was it some of her comfy robes or something?
Probably day clothes. Not much
Probably.
need to constantly swap clothes.
Yeah,
There are more important things.
but a robe is more comfy.
Sure, but
Why
comfort
she?
is overrated.
It's not when it's restricting. So she just sways over to Olivia and wraps her hands around her shoulders. I forgot. You do have a love for your traditions. And yet so experimental. All the time.
Yeah. Well, you can't be the only one constantly changing your face.
Well, I did change it more often than you did in the last 3 years.
Yeah, I have to start making modifications that aren't so under the hood. Iris, can you roll courage, please?
Courage?
Mm-hmm.
The fuck? 1, 2, 3 successes? Or 4?
Okay. As your arms are around Olivia, you look to the mirror, and while you manage to steel yourself, you get this sort of startling sensation in the back of your mind. As you see your reflection, not as you, but as a series of blood-red branches forming the silhouette, the humanoid silhouette of Iris. And behind both of you is the tall, pitch black figure of the same red-headed woman you saw in your nightmares.
Iris sighs. This dream again.
What?
I'm dreaming, aren't I?
I don't know. Am I dreaming?
I mean, I don't. Just I'm seeing the thing from the dream in the mirror.
Yeah, as you are talking with Olivia, you turn back to the mirror when you say this, and
No, I never took my eyes off.
okay. Yeah. Things still look kind of fucky. And Olivia turns to you and says, maybe it's your Malkavian curse flaring up. Either way,
Well,
we do have some work to do tonight.
Iris was out, like, turning away, just like touches the mirror.
Mm-hmm.
And like tries, like, I don't know, like maybe feel something.
It feels like touching a mirror.
She's trying to send maybe a telepathic message to the shadowy figure.
It's almost like reaching your arm out in pitch black darkness, expecting to find something. And your hand just goes right through the space where you thought that something was.
Huh. Just the first time it felt weird. The dream, I thought it was that Volcavian fucking about with mine. The second time, because, I was able to use my power still in a dream. But still, it was jarring. But this time, the reason why I thought it was a dream, because it's the same branch within the same figure, but like, can't touch it telepathically. Nothing.
As you speak, the figure, without really walking, feels like it's approaching you and reaching out towards you.
I'm watching.
Yeah. It approaches, and as it reaches out for your chest, you blink, and the reflection is completely normal. It's just you.
Gone.
Come on, let's hurry. We have
Yes,
things
yes,
to
we
do
have the
tonight.
event. Yes, of course. So let's go.
We do
I
have
was
some
basically
time
just like,
beforehand, but I'll need to prepare things. We have the vessels for the feast.
yeah, we do.
I'll be setting that up. Which location did you pick again?
I think I would pick. I mean, what was that first time I picked another place than Asylum? Remember?
Mm-hmm.
When we had like my inauguration.
Okay, so the same place as the inauguration.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to make sure everything's in order. Finish setting up. You have some time before the party, so
Yeah.
make use of it.
I
And
will.
Olivia leaves.
I'm going to detect where Ash is exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I've already detected, so I'm basically gonna detect whether it's changed. So,
It has not changed. He has not left the area. He has not gone north, south, east, or west.
Maybe he's tortured. But yeah, basically, until like others have summoned me, I'm gonna go and fetch him.
Okay. Do you want a more precise location then?
Yes.
Okay. As you narrow down the search, you get the exact location, that being the Owl's Eye headquarters.
Owl's Eye. Really? Huh. He's an Owl's Eye. Well, that's a bother. Wait, Owl's Eye's headquarters is in Santa Monica?
Yeah.
I don't like that.
It's been like that the entire story.
I thought it was outside.
No. I mean, it's on the border, sure, but it's within Santa Monica.
Hmm. Okay. Well then, I guess I can't just go and pick him up. Well, that's annoying. But I still can use it. Okay, well then. I'm going to get myself ready.
Mm-hmm.
Did anybody message me about anything?
Not yet, but you'd know at this time most people have awakened. Your pack surely
Okay.
has.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to probably drop to the asylum.
Okay. So you head out, you get in your car, you begin to drive towards the asylum. You do get a text from Caroline at some point while you're headed there, saying that her pack is growing in numbers.
Who
They are
said that, sorry?
4 now. Caroline.
Is that... Uh-huh. Well, I'd tell her to leave at the event tonight.
You get a thumbs up.
And then I also tell her that I'll message you when it comes time for lessons. It'll be soon.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, you arrive at the asylum. The bouncers have already been working for the past hour or so as the night began to approach. They let you in with sort of a gruff, "Good evening, boss." And you head up to your office. What do you do then?
Message to Jack? Aiden? Abel?
Alright. So you send messages to the rest of your pack. Among the pack that are available, does anyone refuse to go?
No, not really.
If I'm one of the people that Iris
Yes.
sends message to, I'll come.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You are indeed. And Abel?
I will not decline the invite.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so it takes only a few minutes until your pack all gets together within the asylum, save for Jasper, who you know to be away, and Cecil, who you know to be busy.
By the way, did the fact that the Voldry should happen with Aiden, like, did, like, Olivia or, like, Jack confirm it to me? Or...
Cecil,
Because...
Olivia did confirm that Aiden has passed his trial.
Okay,
So,
cool.
by all means, you can make him a true Sabbat.
Yeah. So basically, by the time they arrive, I would have set up the table. I would have set up the...
Care to describe
nice
what they see?
Well, you see that in the middle of the office, well, where there's empty space, there is a bar height table. Well, not too tall, but not too short. Covered in a black tablecloth with a extravagant chalice in the middle and a bone dagger. Right in the middle, and Iris standing there. Who is the first to arrive?
Most likely Jack, I guess.
Given the reputation and the position, Jack would definitely be the first to show up.
Oh yeah.
Given how late Aiden wakes up, he's probably later.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So eventually Abel shows up. And
then final.
About like an hour later, it's quite late, Aiden shows up not looking different, but carrying himself in a bit of an odd, different way.
Mm-hmm.
Seems to move a bit in more controlled and clinical patterns.
Does it remind me of Jack?
You can roll perception occult to see if you can connect the two dots. Actually, perception investigation.
It's a cult, kindred lore. Hello.
For a path, yes, but to connect it to Jack is connecting the movements of two people, which does not necessarily involve the occult.
Still success.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you notice, patterns that are common between them.
Well, Aiden, it seems you've both passed your test to be initiated as a true Sabbat, and you have managed to learn a path. And you've built a new software in the time. Quite a quick overachiever.
I don't believe in doing anything by half measures.
Well, neither do we, so let us proceed with the Voldery, because then you'll be also able to attend tonight's event. By the way, do keep your plan under the wraps. I hope you've practiced your cover.
He gives you a probably creepy smile. I guess, sup.
Yes, a very practiced and slightly off-putting smile.
Yeah, and he'll looks you up and down like he's hitting on you and goes, sup.
Never do that again.
He shrugs.
Well, you got that part down. Right then. Iris is the first to bleed in the cup, and because me, Amaya, is not in the fucking mood to read a whole. To make a toast, so to say. I mean, have you guys ever. Actually, no, as I was. You guys ever thought of the fact that this is actually us making toast to the Sabbat?
Essentially, yeah.
It is.
Well then, let's make a toast to the Sword of Cain then. And drink to the hope that we will not die in our battle against Al-Mahara. And Iris puts some blood into the cup. And then passes the bone knife. Well, no, she actually doesn't take the bone knife, she uses her ring. The bone knife is just passed to Jack.
Well, to hope that we die in battle, not in the office.
I'd rather do neither.
The first one is more fun, at least. And, like, he slices his palm and drips the blood.
Mm-hmm.
How disappointed would be Olivia if she'd be here.
Let's just say,
The
thank
spirit of the
fuck
sect.
Olivia's not here.
What?
Spirit of the sect. Nah. Now let's just drink to our survival.
Hey,
Your
you stole my
survival is
toasts.
debatable if you keep treating the Sabbat rights like this.
Just about to get a treatment better.
But yes, Jack bleeds into the cup.
Pass to Abel.
Mm-hmm.
I will contribute my vitae to the cup.
Mm-hmm.
Surprising that Abel made no jokes.
Life is pain.
That's the spirit.
It's a very weird day when Abel is the player who's taking the session most seriously.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Well,
after
Aiden, your
Abel
turn.
fills his share of the cup, the chalice and the knife are both passed to Aiden.
And he takes them. He glances to everyone. Does that weird practice smiling and to surviving and thriving. Then he will cut himself and will his blood to flow into the cup.
Mm-hmm.
Iris takes back the cup.
Yeah, please.
Iris, after Aiden sheds his blood, Iris takes the cup and swishing the blood around so that it all mixes. She says, "Through blood we are united as one, protected from outside harm," and sips the blood. Finally passes, and afterwards passing it to Jack.
Mm-hmm. With that, everyone except Iris, roll a 1d10 to determine ratings to Iris. Jack and Abel, in your case, it's above or below. Aiden, when you roll, you will determine at what score you start.
I just rolled 4 for all of my people.
But you're doing only with 3 people.
4.
4.
Aiden's blood is there too.
Abel.
said 1d10.
Oh right. All right. There's no Jasper.
Yes.
So, Jack rolled a 2.
Nothing changes.
Nothing changes.
Aiden starts the vinculum
That's
at
4.
a 4. So you are bonded to Aiden to a score of 4. And Abel rolls an
Wait,
8.
what did...
Well, you
What?
just drank,
No.
so this is your bond to others.
Oh, we did it before. Differently. You rolled.
Yeah,
For
but that was
others.
more to speed it up. I prefer to
Oh.
do it this way.
Okay. Fine. So nothing changes for everyone else? Okay.
So Abel rolled an 8, Jack rolled a 2,
Okay.
and Aiden starts at a
So
4.
Abel goes up by 1. It's
Mhm.
now at 6.
Aiden, under your sheet,
I have put it under vinculums. I've done this before.
good.
So now
Next,
Jack drinks.
yeah, next the cup goes to Jack. Jack sips.
Jack will not. Yeah, Jack will not do some speech for that, but like hit sip, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And as he sips, Iris, Abel, and Aiden, please roll a 1d10. Abel rolled a 1. So, Jack, your bond to Abel goes down by 1.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Iris
Yep.
rolled a 4.
Doesn't change.
Nothing changes.
And Aiden,
Still buddy.
you start. So, Jack, you start with a bond to Aiden at a score of 7.
Spicy.
Why are we doing this the long way around?
Impact storytelling.
So
Yeah,
I
but
have
numbers say nothing.
so I have a 7 dot to Jack. Got it.
Jack has a 7 to you.
Oh, okay. So what do I have for him?
You haven't drank
That
it.
will
remains to be
be
seen.
decided when you
Okay.
drink.
Okay,
Okay.
can we, like, in the future not do this like this?
So this was for Jack, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Next, Abel drinks, I would assume.
Yes, I will swallow.
You gotta say it like that. man.
Hey.
Okay.
Get in there, brother.
So,
Do I roll as well for someone?
you do not. For your drink, you don't need to roll. So, Iris rolled a 4. Jack rolled an 8. And you start with a bond of 6 towards Aiden. And lastly, Aiden, do you drink?
Yes.
And now everyone rolls to see how bonded Aiden is to you. Aiden, you start with a bond to Iris at the score of 5.
Okay.
You start with a bond of 4 towards Jack. And towards Abel, you start with a bond at the score of 1. So
Cool.
your emotions towards Abel do not change in the slightest. Not that you
Yeah,
could
I'm
really
like, that's
feel
just some cunt. I don't care.
but you feel a growing sense of loyalty towards Iris and Jack. And as you complete the vinculum, and the chalice rests empty, Iris, do you collect everything? Or do you say something before ending the rite?
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I just zoned out. I don't, like, I just gather things and put them away after cleaning them thoroughly. Then I say, Welcome to the Sabbat, Aiden. Now, officially.
Thank you, Iris.
Now you can take a sabbatical.
Iris rolls her eyes.
At this point, I might ask everyone else to roll stamina to see if they have an aneurysm with fucking humor.
We are dead. It doesn't concern us.
Aiden like glances around and kind of processes that it's supposed to be a joke, and then half chuckles when it's too late. He's trying to practice.
Despite having impeccable timing.
Can we stop, guys? This is supposed to be a serious game.
Yeah, I know.
Yes.
I'm suffering here. All right.
But let us head out. By the way, Jacques, can you stay for a moment?
Oh yeah, sure.
Well, actually, doesn't really matter, I guess. Perhaps it's a moment too late, but for whatever reason, Vicus thought that you'd be better off not seeing what he has planned.
Because
I don't know.
is it clan related?
Well, we might be bullying Ramon. Socially.
As a bishop, I shall be neutral about that.
Listen, it's not bullying if he's the one who gets offended because Vicus is there.
That is fully him problem, honestly. Last time somebody tried to kill someone in the presence of Archbishop.
There's no killing, that's a point. There's not gonna be anything like that.
Look, I don't give a fuck about him.
Well, that's what I thought too.
Honestly, when you say it's not going to be anything like that, I only think famous last words.
Well, but yeah, he also said it'd be better off if you and Isaac were there both.
Okay.
Like, but he said
oddly
it's
specific.
all the specific I know. So, what do you want to do? You want to go fetch Isaac? Or and be busy for a bit, or are you coming?
I'm coming.
Okay. Well then, let's head out.
Right.
Aiden doesn't say this, but roll out.
What?
Sabbat bots roll out.
It didn't say that.
No. Aiden specifically does not say that.
But he
Oh.
was.
Yeah. But Squirrel is impulsive, so.
So,
Wait, oh.
as the four of you head out, you head down the elevator, and as you pass through the main dance floor to head towards the exit of the club, I need everyone to roll a quick perception and alertness.
By the way, you never gave me perception shift rules.
I will next session. I just didn't
Keep
have a
in
lot
mind,
of time to write.
My
Yeah,
aspects is 6. So like, what is it like visual or like? Can we use aspects?
You can,
Yeah.
but since it's
I have
reactive, it's only the passive effect, which
So-
reduces by 2 regardless.
I see.
What am I rolling?
Perception,
Perception
alertness.
alertness.
Would tactical apply?
2, 4. I have.
Mm,
7 successes.
not in this scenario.
No, it won't. Yeah, 7 successes.
God damn.
Okay. So, as you head through the most populated area, most populated room in the club, all of you notice one small detail. For you, this has different impacts. Most of you notice Caroline. She seems to be talking up some gentleman. Two of you, however, notice something quite peculiar. Iris, you recognize the man she speaks to. It is the same intruder that came here last time. He doesn't seem aware of Caroline's nature. In fact, if anything, he seems quite inebriated and quite charmed by her. And Abel, while the others have met Caroline, they've been around Caroline, but knowing Caroline is a bit more debatable. You lived with Caroline for quite a while, which is why you notice that in Caroline's motions, the changed color on her skin, almost like it's been drained of life slightly. There's something different about her demeanor. If you had to guess, given how well you know her and the conversations you've had, it may be that her training on the path has borne fruit.
And so this is still in the club?
Mm-hmm. It's as you're heading towards the exit, so you may react as you wish.
Just gonna quickly send her a text like, I hope you're planning to do something with this hunter.
You send the text, and you see her, as she laughs at some joke he probably said. She takes her phone out, checks it real quick, types a response, and with the same calm smile, pockets her phone and turns back to the man. And the reply you get is, I'm dealing with him.
Comes up and Iris gets out.
Does anyone stay? Or do all of you go?
Nah.
Alright.
Well, I want Iris's approval, so I'm gonna follow her.
Alright. So as the four of you leave the club, and you head towards one of the cars, let's say Abel's probably taking his van, if I know him, and the rest of you can go in another car. You head out towards the site of the party. You arrive at the same place where two of you have witnessed Iris's coronation, though the decorations are slightly different. The front door is not nearly as heavily guarded, though there is still some guards put in place. But the outside of the building and the inside as you go in, it's not nearly as filled with this all-consuming scent of blood and this ominous, all-consuming shadow cast over it. It's almost like the building itself has more of a lighter tone, just by the fact that it's hosting a celebration instead of the beginning of what for many would be borderline tyranny, but for most would be a simple change of leadership to a sect they may not agree with. As you make your way inside, you do see that some vessels have been prepared, hooked onto a rack that hangs close to the ceiling are 4 people, clearly not conscious, with bags over their faces, and one tied by the feet, face down. You look around, and you do see that Olivia's already here, finishing the setup needed for the celebration, along with a few...
Okay, is there only like
Anarch.
4?
Yes.
Is there only 4? Isn't that a little too little for like...
For the amount of people that are coming, no.
Okay. That's the main part. I don't want to be the host who provides the little food.
Would you have asked for abundance?
I would have.
All right.
I have
Then
the,
instead,
the...
instead of these 5 vessels, let's say you see 10 in total. Is
Yeah,
that
okay.
more?
Yeah.
Okay.
Malkov is back again and rewriting reality. Run!
But yes, you enter and you see these 5 vessels set up in this rack that hangs close to the ceiling. And the same almost dip in the terrain of this warehouse, where originally Iris was crowned. You instead see mainly a bunch of set up seats for guests with a speaking area at the center. And while Olivia is here, surrounded by a few fledglings from the Anarchs who have defected to the Sabbat, you are aware that many guests are on their way.
Hey, Iris.
Yes.
Call me Gabe tonight.
Gabe? Very well.
Gabe.
If I call you Gabe tonight, I will be calling you Gabe every day.
It's fine. That other man is dead.
Very well. Gabe... something? How about Gabe Connor?
Sure.
Gabriel. How about Gabriel? I don't like... Gabe is so... bulky. Uncomfortable to pronounce.
Sure. I'm not really attached to it. It
And
just seems
I...
prudent to not have the same.
name.
Yes.
Very well, Gabriel Connor. Tonight you've also received a new name then.
He nods.
All right. Finishing tying one of the ropes that supports the ceiling rack, Olivia turns to see the four of you and begins walking in your direction. Is it done?
It is. Gabriel Connor is now true Sabbat.
Gabriel? Ah,
Told him to have a new name.
I lift my hand.
Up.
all right. Gabriel, welcome to the True Sabbat. Don't be a disappointment.
I'll do my best.
What are the current plans for addressing the audience? Would you like to make the announcement of the game at the beginning of the party or at the end?
What is it? What time is it now?
At this point, it would be about 11, maybe half past 11, around that time.
Well, that really depends just on when our guest of honor shows up. We only have like about half an hour, but barely anyone has arrived yet, which is when they're gonna start
Guests
arriving.
are gonna start arriving soon. I can,
Yeah.
How about we wait for the loud one first?
Well, how about we announce it at the end?
All right. Sure.
When it gets, once the loud one arrives, and if things go as planned, and then it gets awkward, we lighten the load with the announcement.
All right. That's fair. And as some guests enter the room, some of the younger La Sombra, Olivia glances in that direction, and then with a slight bow says, "Excuse me," and walks towards the La Sombra to greet them. They seem to be quite excited for this.
This is our first event, huh?
Potentially.
But I suppose Iris goes and... Well, I suppose she needs to be seated somewhere where guests can approach and greet her. She can't be running towards them.
Very true.
There's a seat for Iris, probably?
You could take the seat basically at the very center, at the far end, where, yes, people would have to go through the entire party to greet you, but it sort of puts you in the it sort of puts you in the spot where you're essentially the destination they'll go to.
Yeah.
You're not just a stop, you're the destination.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do that. And, by the way, have any plans been set up in this area?
It seems that Olivia has taken care to place a few.
Good, excellent. These are all my eyes and ears then. So Iris goes to her seat and sits down looking positively elegant. Even though she really wants to basically splay over the throne with her legs dangling over the hand rails.
That is the way.
Alright, well, as Iris takes her seat, how do the rest of you place yourselves within the room?
Mm,
I'm gonna place myself off to the side where I can watch people.
Alright.
well, since I'm one of the half of the pack who has a job, I gotta find a place for me that is like bishop-like place.
Yeah, you take a place somewhere near Iris.
Yeah.
What about you, Abel?
Are the
Oh, one moment.
is the delegation from the from Europe here?
Not
The
yet.
Alhambra.
Do you mean
Okay,
the
then I
Lasombra
will.
or
Do you mean the
Lasombra
or? Yeah, the La Sombra. I will then also stay somewhere where I'm not exactly hidden, but where I have a good view, and but somewhere in the background, probably.
Alright, alright. Well, as you take your seats and essentially get yourselves comfortable, more and more guests begin arriving. You do notice that the first few who arrive, the quite excited La Sombra youngsters, have already tried being somewhat impolite, essentially trying to jump and see if any of them can actually reach the vessels up in the ceiling. Which, given their potence, they do reach quite high. But Olivia swiftly puts them in their place with a very calm warning. At which point they take their seats. As more members of the city arrive, including the hag, some of her students, eventually you see Isaac arriving, looking a bit nervous, greeting Olivia with a smile, and then heading towards the La Sombra, the newest additions to the La Sombra clan, let's just say, where he sits next to them and tries, speaking to them, essentially telling them to calm down and don't make such a mess. And soon after, you see Ramon, who enters the room, followed by his 4 acolytes, you could say. Ramon greets Olivia. He seems to place his cane in this, coat rack area near the entrance. And as he places his cane, he seems to fidget with a ring of his, and anyone paying particular attention can roll perception occult.
Kindred lore.
No, but if anyone has magics or Cainite rituals,
I have
or
told
anything
her.
like that.
Rituals, bloodlines, abyss mysticism.
Yeah. 2 of those apply. I'll just say that.
Both? They are all for a cult.
Oh, so you can only have 1 active.
Yeah. Careful.
1, 2, 3, 4. 4.
Okay. Pelisse.
Right. Aiden, is that your roll?
0, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
No.
Right. So
That was before.
Sorry, what are we rolling again?
perception occult.
Yeah, of course. If I roll more dice, I do worse. See? If I roll less dice, the better it'll get.
It's still a success. Okay, so as you see him fidget with his ring, you notice the way the ring is placed on his hand, with the jewel to the outside. He seems to spin the ring until it's facing the inside of his hand. And as he closes his hand, it's almost like the environment that surrounds him, like his immediate surroundings, almost shrinks. Like the shadows shrink back. And he seems like a bit less ominous looking.
Huh.
He then proceeds to walk towards the main area and approaches Iris. Thank
Hello,
you for the
please.
invitation.
I wait for the honorific.
Which, as a professionalisty, I totally didn't forget.
Your Excellency.
Your Excellency. Yes, that's one. That's one. Thank you for the invitation, Your Excellency.
You're very welcome, Reverend Ramon. You're very Reverend Sir Ramon. I hope you enjoyed the event. There's going to be plenty of sustenance and some domain announcements later on.
Yes, I've heard through the grapevine that we will have the announcement of some games of instinct tonight.
Oh, yes, yes.
I look forward to it. Those are always good fun.
I'm sure you will enjoy what I have in plan. Thus, these games are just the first step to another event planned. Which will no doubt be also a Sabbat favorite in no time.
I look forward to it. And as he's about to finish that sentence, Iris, you catch right behind him, tossing their coat to the side and hanging it on the coat rack. Vicus begins to walk towards you with a very, very large smile on their face. And Ramon almost instinctively shuts up. And his expression doesn't really change, apart from a very prolonged blink that you believe is him stealing his emotions for what's coming. Vicus approaches you and says, "Oh, it is so nice to finally see you again. I have been traveling all day. I am kind of sick of traveling in coffins. I gotta try a transport box some other time." Regardless, Your Excellency, I thank you.
Given Fiscus Vicus, given our familial ties, is there a need for such honorifics?
Oh, not at all, not at all. I see the new bishop is here.
Yes, he found himself, and she looks to him, and then to Vicus. He found himself out of task to fill, so there he is.
Well, alright. Let us hope he enjoys the party as much as we will. And as Vicus turns, there is a shared look between Ramon and Vicus before they walk off.
Yeah, as she looks to Ramon, sorry for the interruption, Priscus Ramon. Did you know that my old mentor was Vicus's grandchild?
Cecil,
We were
yes.
in kindred terms. I mean, essentially, he would have become his child given the Erise is there, but essentially, in kindred terms, it was very close to a red wedding, I would assume. Yeah.
I would not
So yeah.
worry too much about secrecy around me, Your Excellency. I have been informed
se-
of recent events within the domain.
No. I meant. You misunderstood what I was saying. I said I was just socializing. The familial ties, as maybe you were wondering, akin to a red wedding in kindred terms, like kindred Cainites marriage, you know. So, kind of like a daughter-in-law, granddaughter-in-law. Things get confusing.
An interesting relationship, to say the least.
Of course. But
Do any other members of your illustrious pack share such close relationships with anyone else of importance?
maybe, but we're all free to do what we want, as long as it serves the Sabbat, aren't we?
Well,
Iris does the Daenerys smile.
of course. Though I think neglecting the direct bloodline of your bishop would be doing him a great disservice.
Oh. What do you mean neglecting?
Well, he is...
Iris leans back, and now she's going into her full Malkavian mode. I must have misunderstood something. Forgive me, the Malkavian mind. So just like... Do you mean that
simply-
now I'm a widow and I should have another red wedding with somebody else? That's so funny, Priscus Ramon.
Not
But
at
she
all.
says
I
that was like no, wait. She says that was a steal of Malkavian madness. She knows that's not what he intended.
Mhm.
But given the context of what they were speaking before, right? It's like he clearly missed some steps in the logic, and she's exploiting it. Because to anyone who's listening, is anyone else enjoying basically Cainite marriages? Oh, but you shouldn't be missing neglecting the bishop's bloodline. And Iris is just using it to say how dare you suggest I get married so soon?
Okay. Roll me...
But also with a threat.
So roll me manipulation and expression, please.
Persuasive applies?
Yes.
Pleasure. 1, 2, 3, 2 successes.
Mm-hmm. Ramon seems to clear his throat, still looking quite calm, and simply says, "My apologies if I caused any offense. Of course, I did not mean to insinuate anything of the sort."
Oh, good. I'm still a grieving widow.
And you have my sympathies. And as
So
for...
what did you mean? So what did you mean then?
Oh, simply that your own bishop has. Well, he's part of the direct bloodline of one of the Sabbat's most illustrious members. Are you not, Jack?
Well, you would have to specify since Mancada wasn't really my direct bloodline.
But you still
Neither.
share a bloodline.
With Mancada's sire, yes.
Well, there you go. That is simply all I was referring to.
Well, I do know that Lucita is his great cousin. We have been, after all, maintaining close contacts in order to aid in the capture of that traitor.
Of course. I've recently
It is
received
very-
a letter from Lucida herself. It seems Jack has been trying to contact her. I would like to ease that connection, if he will permit me.
Oh, that is your
Do I
plan.
smell some bullshit? I would
You
smell
do
some
not.
bullshit if there
You
is
do
bullshit
not
in the
smell
air.
some bullshit. He's telling the truth. Does he have ulterior motives in allowing that connection?
Definitely.
Very probably. Is
Like
he
me.
responsible for that connection being cut? Potentially. Hard to know, but he's not lying in the words he says.
Well, by the way, my little spies, well, Jasper's little spies have reported that it was something like a deformed shadow walking, passing into this area
Hmm.
from downtown, and then back.
A deformed shadow.
Well, let's just say the conscience on the spies is non-human.
Well, shadow
Tar-
would simply imply someone of my clan. Deformities, however, are not our inclination.
Yes, but the deformity, we have to take it with a bit of margin of error.
Well,
Because after all,
Your Excellency, I'm sure this can all be cleared up with a bit of investigation. If you would like, I can send
Just-
some of my men to investigate the area.
well, just keep an eye out if there's, given the fact that Miss Liliana seems to have been fully aware and in control of her mental acuities during her defection, and she seems very happy where she is.
Of course.
And let's just say, confidently wrong, but she wasn't possessed,
So,
magic, dominated, or anything.
so really quickly, as this
Yeah.
conversation is going on, Abel and Gabriel, would you kindly roll me perception and alertness? Actually, perception and empathy, please.
You got it. Does tactical apply?
I suppose it would, yeah.
Okay. Well, it didn't matter, but oh well.
Okay. Alright. So, Abel and Gabriel, as you quietly sit and observe the party quite carefully, you eventually spot someone arriving. Someone you don't recognize from the domain. But as that person arrives and they announce themselves to Cecil and share pleasantries, hang their coat, begin to adjust their clothes, the man who arrives as this old, crotchety looking individual with a balding head with very, very white, almost bleached hair brushed back almost into this wing shape in the back of his head. He's wearing this very well this very expensive looking suit. As this man makes himself comfortable, you happen to notice that Vicus sees the man and struggles to hide how giddy they get.
Oh, wait.
Mm-hmm.
I will also use the opportunity to delve a bit more into the soul of Ramon.
Okay. Can you make the roll for me, please? Whoa. Okay. So, you focus on Ramon and you call upon this connection you have. And immediately that very nondescript, all-consuming voice in the back of your mind begins... It inhales and then begins speaking. Once a small man. No longer is he such a pitiful thing. His greatest regret is spending so much time being small, insignificant, powerless. He's afraid, but also impenetrably willful. One day the mask may drop, but that day will be the day he dies. And then the voice fades into the back of your mind.
All right.
All right. As this crotchety man begins making his way into the middle of the party, a few of the younger Cainites seem to look to him and get this thirst in their eyes, watching the man walk through the party. But any elders very quickly pull them back. And he then approaches the general vicinity of where you are, Iris, and politely waits for Ramon to be done.
Mm-hmm.
In the meantime, Ramon patiently listens to what you say, and then says, well, I just know tonight is going to be a night to remember. I have great plans to enhance your rule in this city. I hope you will listen to them when I propose them. So far, I still need a bit of preparation.
Of course, Priscus Ramon. After all, that is the honorable responsibility that the Sabbat has entrusted upon you to advise the cardinals and the archbishops in our war against the ancients.
He gives a deep bow and says, "Loyal as always, Your Excellency." And as he
Iris
begins to turn, he notices the old man. And while you don't see it, Jack, you catch this, and so do Abel and
I have
Gabriel.
plans. I have plans.
Sure, if you
I have
really want to look
strategic
at his expression. Basically what you guys see is his expression cracks slightly. Not a lot. But the corner of his lip twitches, and he narrows his eyes a bit before regaining his posture. He simply turns his head away from the man and walks towards his acolytes.
Mm-hmm.
The man approaches you, Iris, and gives a deep bow before reaching into his coat and offering you this extremely ornate golden feather. It's a small gold statue of a feather, but it's incredibly realistic and carved with all sorts of patterns. He offers it to you and says, "If I may presume, I believe you are the Archbishop Iris."
Yes, I am.
"Your Excellency, it is a pleasure to announce our arrival."
Ah, yes, I have expected you. Iris accepts the gift. This is part of the hospitality, right?
You'd wager so, yeah.
I guess then, since I purchased the mansion, I can pass on the papers for it?
Yeah, you can basically gesture and Cecil would have them.
Yeah. Yes, I have expected you, and, Olivia, if you can fetch the return gift of hospitality.
Yeah. Olivia soon returns with a folded, not a folded envelope, but essentially a folder.
Yeah.
Paperwork.
I've sectioned. And please, accept the return hospitality gift. It has been prepared to your niece. And she offers the papers for the mansion.
Mm-hmm. He takes the documents, and you notice as he grabs them, that is something off with his hands. Like the shape of the bones seems a bit crooked. And as he takes the folder, and simply holds it as he's receiving it, he says, "I will inform the master that his travel here will not be in vain."
Of course.
If nothing is required from me, I would like to reacquaint myself with a friend I have not seen for
Of course.
decades. But if you do require something of me, please. Your
No,
Excellency.
please enjoy the night and the sustenance and the refreshments.
Of course. Though I am afraid I have not yet earned the right to partake.
I see.
and he turns and begins walking towards Vicus, who essentially welcomes the man with open arms and a hug that he seems very uncomfortable receiving.
What is it with Simis is not like in hugging Vicus?
He's not a Zamichi.
Ah, I see.
He's a revenant.
Ah! Do not touch the third jaw.
Oh
Yep.
my god.
So the party continues, and there is very clearly this hovering tension between Ramon, his acolytes, his soldiers, and Vicus, your pack, and recent arrivals, along with Caroline, who eventually arrives and sits close to, but not directly next to, Abel.
Mm.
Eventually
Well,
being
those
joined by
parties
a
one-
few others who you assume are her pack.
Yeah. Well, while the party's going on, I'm just going to like approach the hack for a chat.
Mm-hmm. The hag seems to be dressed in this robe, like these dark robes that she seems very uncomfortable wearing. She's constantly like adjusting the clothes here and there. And as you approach, she stands up with a curious look on her face.
Have you? I have been thinking. You are of significant power, age, experience. Would you perhaps want to be the bishop of history and rights in this domain? With that, you'd have more. Like, this is all like spoken like really quietly.
Mm-hmm. Not that that makes
somewhere,
much of a
but-
difference in a room full of vampires, but yes.
Well, it does if it's loud.
Yeah, I guess.
Like she'd find a
Yeah, go on.
basically she'd find like somewhere else, and she's probably like I'd feel that not granting you the proper recognition would be disrespectful of me in my position. Iris does have a bit of a mischievous smile though. As in so that, like, it's basically so that to, like, indicate to the hack that while she's outwardly, like, projecting this, like, very, like, archbishopy, like, proper, like, like, behavior, this is also, like, the internal politics, but also something that could serve the hack well.
Well, the hag, with a twitch, turns her head in sort of a sign of confusion and simply says, "Is this about my territory?"
Oh, no, it's not at all.
What then?
Well, it's about having allies and friends recognized, as well as those who aid the domain. That's all.
Why not one of the others? I don't do
One of-
politics.
One of the others has already taken one, another will also receive.
If you impose the title, I can't say no.
I mean, Nothing worse than a person who doesn't want it.
I am indifferent to it.
Very well. Well, consider it.
Yeah, she, as you say, consider it in a very almost socially awkward manner. She almost considers the conversation done when you say that.
Mhm.
And without any indication of acknowledging that the conversation is done, she simply begins making her way back to her seat.
So awkward. I love her. It's like this is probably the most conversations she's done in centuries.
And it's all with the craziest person in the fucking place. As all of this happens, Abel, you notice a recent arrival you didn't expect to see. As the door opens, hanging her thick, fluffy red coat on the coat rack is Vivi, who spots you and with a smile goes to sit next to you and to Caroline.
I will greet her cordially. And yeah, that's about it.
Oh, okay. Well, as Vivi sits next to you, she takes your arm, basically scooches her seat closer to you, takes your arm, and, rests close to you with a polite smile as she observes the room. And then you feel a pressure in the back of your mind. Do you resist?
I don't resist.
Mm-hmm. You hear Vivi's thoughts. I think we got another gift last night, and we didn't notice until today.
I cannot communicate back, right?
You can think
So
things.
I'll-
You
You
can think things.
things.
Your mind.
What is it?
It seems someone left a finger right next to the door. And I'm lucky I noticed it, because during the day, the neighbors pass by.
It's as if somebody is trying to give us the finger.
No jokes right now, Abel. We need to fix this now.
I will talk with Iris.
Always Iris. She caused most of our problems. We need to fix the problem now, not cause more.
Did you keep the present?
Had to. I was on the way out.
Can I have it?
She looks around, spots Isaac, and as she does, she leans towards you and says, "I'll be right back. and leaves her purse on your lap and goes to speak with Isaac.
Oh, I will go through her belongings.
As you do...
Covertly.
Yep. As you do, you find that essentially wrapped in some tissues is a dry, dead finger. Seems to be indicated.
Okay, as I pocket it, I will also try to get some vibes from the member in question.
Okay. I need to read up on the vibes you speak of, unless you're specifically using the standard Auspex Power of Spirit's Touch. The power you're using is the variation on it, yes?
Yes, it. Am I getting any vibrations from it? Let's say emanations, an aura.
You get...
Perhaps even something connected to it still. Something of the spirit.
You get very strong sensations of an emotion. Obviously you sense fear, you sense agony, but as you examine the finger and almost attune your mind to it, you catch hints of guilt, maybe?
So there is someone in the vicinity of this object?
Yes.
Okay. I only get the strongest vibration, so.
Mm-hmm. All right. And as you do this, out of the corner of your eye, you see Caroline basically get up and sit next to you where Vivi was sitting. She leans over and says, "So, what you got there?"
Another present from our ardent admirer.
Cool. Mind if I have a look?
Don't eat it.
Ha ha ha. If anything, I'm just gonna lick it. And she takes a finger, smells it, and examines it a bit. And after a moment, with another sniff, she says, "It's faint, but do you catch that?" You may roll. You may roll perception and investigation to see if you catch it.
Does heightened senses apply if I try to sniff it? Okay.
Basically, difficulty goes down by your Auspex score.
Was it perception and
investigation?
Alright. That's my dumpster.
Beautiful. Okay. You, in fact, do not catch it. But she looks to you and says, This smells like the shore, as in like the beach. It's faint, but it's there. So either the original owner was at the beach, or whoever kept it and then delivered it was at the beach.
Well, that surely narrows it down. In LA?
Well, given that most people here stick to the inner side of town, it actually does narrow it down. So all I gotta do now is go interact with others and see if I catch the same scent.
Cool. Let me know if you find something.
Sure. You, keep to your corner, I guess. And she gets up, almost with an oddly cheerful motion, as if she's finally found something to do at the party, something fun. And off she goes to interact with
I like
people.
her. I like her.
Of course you do.
And as she gets up, we will take a short break. We will return in about 15 minutes. See you soon.
Come here.
we continue the ceremony. Things have begun to slowly pick up as people are making good conversation. You know, socializing, discussing business in the domain. And the crotchety old man that has visited eventually stands up from his seat next to Vicus, bids his farewells, clutches the folder close to him as he walks towards the coat hanger. He takes his coat and leaves the festivities.
Does Ramon seem relieved?
You may roll perception empathy if you wish.
Our body language applies, obviously.
And here come the 50-10s.
What did I say? 1,
Nice.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6 successes.
Okay. Oh, Jack is rolling as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so
If using Auspex, like I have Auspex 6, I don't need difficulty
Usually-
anymore.
for the untrained eye,
Wait, Auspex doesn't apply in this one. Auspex is to better see. Oh, like alertness and
Well,
stuff.
Auspex affects your senses, like your perceptions. That's
Yeah.
why it always applies to perception rules. That said,
Okay, I have-
it's always a flat -2 to the difficulty, unless you activate a specific sense, in which case you are also susceptible to, quite intense sensations that
Sensory shock.
might
yeah.
impact those.
Yeah, but what I
senses.
mean, it's not gonna make you better at interpreting empathy.
No, but it might make you pick up on certain things that people do.
It can
Yeah,
allow you to pick up more details if you don't interpret them.
Yeah.
That's your problem.
Yeah, anyway,
It-
7 successes.
It won't help your interpretation, it'll help your info gathering, basically. So, while more untrained eyes may see no difference in Ramon's body language, you do notice a few details. He fidgets with his ring slightly less. His legs are no longer crossed most of the time. He leans back in a relaxed posture more often. He may not consciously be demonstrating his emotions. He may be like suppressing them as much as possible. Subconsciously, you can still tell that his posture relaxed quite a bit as soon as the old man left.
Yeah. Well then, I'm going to announce the gains of instinct.
All right.
Oh, so, by the way, you said the blood feast hasn't yet begun.
Not yet, no. It is announced
okay.
when you announce it. It is started
Okay.
when you start it.
Well, basically, I stand up. And after everyone has... Do people stop talking?
If you stand up and go to the center, get everyone's
Yeah, yeah.
attention. Yeah.
Yeah.
People settle down. Anyone with any amount of age does pipe down. Those who are absolute fledglings pipe down out of fear for their elders. Neonates, maybe like they watch you but still talk in hushed tones. It's about the general pattern
Yeah.
that you see.
Well then, it's so good to see loyal members of the Sabbat here. Before we proceed with the blood feast, I do have a very fun announcement to make. Games of Instinct. Now, some of you may have participated in some before, and some of you may have not. And since I have quite a special thing planned for the future, which I'm sure a lot of you would enjoy, we need to do some preparations. And we've been thinking that this preparation could be a test of instinct, a test of power for young and the older one and the wiser ones. Now, from this moment until the same time next week, and Iris looks at her time, what is it?
Cecil looks to his watch, then pipes up. 2 a.m.
Until 2 a.m, within a week's of time, each and every one of you has the time to bring back one Cainite, torpid, from the enemy sects, of course. And whoever of you manages to bring a Cainite most close to Cain, torpid and alive, will win.
Immediately to that announcement, most of the guests begin to whisper among themselves. It seems they are
Did she say
enthusiastic.
close to K and or lost to Kane.
Close
Close.
to
Really good.
Cain.
And now, I assume there's like a vessel within my vicinity.
Yeah.
Please enjoy the refreshments, and Iris does the first bite as is tradition,
Mm-hmm. And
offering. I think next would be like probably the priestesses, and
Yep.
then the rest. Yeah.
yep, as you take the bite, you do notice that Ramon begins to pull his sleeves back. And as he's about to take a bite, you do notice that Vicus basically hurried up to take the bite first. And kind of winked towards Ramon, who seems to ignore all general hints coming from that side of the party. And people begin to feast on the vessels. People seem to be enjoying themselves quite a bit, including Caroline, who... Iris, given your experience, perception medicine, please.
Okay.
Does anybody seem to be toying with their food?
5 successes.
Not really. People seem to be treating it almost like you'd treat a glass of beer. They
So
drink...
when people were murmuring, oops, sorry. When people were murmuring in the crowd and stuff, maybe I could have listened to what they're saying.
Yeah, good point. Perception alertness, please. As for you, Iris, you do notice that as Caroline drinks and takes her fangs out and seems to, move around the feast, she seems a bit almost out of it to some extent. You've seen enough, you've been to enough clubs to know someone who's a bit has taken some mood enhancers to have a better time. You don't know how she got the dosage in her system, but seems that she's
I have
having a good
suspicion
time.
of the hunter. I'm thinking of that hunter now.
Potentially. Gabriel, going back in time a bit, as the murmurs are going around, you do catch two things. First, you catch from a couple of the Anarch defectors that they need to check with Caroline before they pick a target, because they don't want to get in her way. And
Good to
from
know.
Ramon's group, you hear specifically Ramon telling his followers, I have someone perfect for this. We'll get Isaac to bring him in.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. Right. And as the party continues and people socialize, eventually, Gabriel, first of all, how much are each of you participating in the feast?
Oh, Iris is full. For the most part, so...
I'll participate in that in as much as it's expected of me, and then I'm gonna listen to how people are reacting.
Mm-hmm.
Lord, the same, yeah.
Okay. Abel?
The job is not to have a good time. The job is to do the job.
All right. Well, as you all participate in this feast to various degrees, Gabriel, as you walk around trying to listen in, you bump into someone you haven't met before. The man looks you in the eyes and says, "Oh, sorry about that. Didn't see you there. You're new here, aren't you?"
Yeah, I am.
Pleasure to
Flash of
meet
that
you.
smile. Pleasure to meet you too.
He offers to shake your hand.
I will shake his hand.
Yeah.
So with 5 potence, would I accidentally hurt him?
No, potence, you have
Okay.
entirely, you have enough control to know how
Okay,
much
I'm not gonna break
strength
his
you're
hand,
applying.
but I don't have a weak grip.
Okay, well, you notice that the strength is matched.
Nice.
With a smile,
I'll give
the
him
man...
a nod when I realize that.
Mm-hmm. When the man finishes shaking your hand, he says, "So, what should I call you?"
Gabriel. Or
Gabriel.
Gabe.
Good. By the scent I'm catching, you must be part of Serena's pack.
Oh, you caught me. Caught me dead.
Awesome.
He kind of chuckles at his own bad joke.
See, I haven't met everyone from that pack, but I surely would like to. And I guess you're one of those steps. So, I'm sure I'll be in touch at some point. Just keep an ear out.
I'll keep an ear out for you. Yeah.
Alright, good. Go about your business.
Who was he
All right.
talking to?
I believe we know who. Gabriel
Yeah,
is talking to.
did he say his name? I think I'm gonna...
He
I don't know if...
didn't say
he?
his name. No.
Hi, and what do I call you?
Oh, that doesn't matter. You'll know what to call me when you want to. I'm sure Serena will fill you in.
All right.
Who the fuck is calling me Serena?
Yes.
Yeah.
Who?
Yeah, and
For
the
our
man
viewers at
kind of-
home, that is probably that elder.
the man basically passes by you, Gabriel, with a smile. And you feel this sort of ominous presence coming from his direction as he passes you. And then
Who was he talking?
it goes away. It's fine.
I have plans. I have plans.
I mean, are you keeping an eye out for the entire party at all times?
Well, probably I have the time because I get to sit on a pretty throne.
Okay. Well, let's say wits alertness at quite a high difficulty because the party is
But
quite
what
active right
about
now.
perception shift? What about perception shift?
Good point. Then let's make that perception alertness. Which means Auspex supplies.
Ah,
Yay.
so what? Difficulty 0?
Well, are you using Auspex specifically for vision?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, in that case, I think you can just take an auto success. Technically, you
Oh,
should always
really?
roll
It's
because
zero,
you
she
might
can roll.
still botch, but
She might botch,
I-
but like she needs to get once
yeah.
and nothing else.
How can I botch with only
You get
once?
once
if-
without anything.
So you do
But my difficulty is 0.
basically you need to
Well,
roll
one
all
is technically
ones, which
always
is
a failure. Yeah, you roll all ones on your dice, then it's a botch.
So Iris, you don't immediately notice it, but as soon as Gabriel makes conversation with the guy, you notice the same elder that you haven't seen in a while, but he showed up here. And as soon as Gabriel stops talking to him and they part ways, you lose sight of the guy again.
Who was it?
The same elder that you have been trying to avoid cautiously.
There you go.
Yeah, and Gabriel just struck up a
Oh,
Yeah, that
cordial
one.
conversation.
oh, that guy.
Yes, the one
That
who
is
helped
the
you
guy.
with your studies.
Oh, that guy.
Oh hell no! Oh hell!
I was being like, why the fuck is he here?
Yeah, and right after the conversation, you seem to lose him entirely.
For fuck's sake. He probably came. Did he come here because I made the announcement? Bring me the Cainite closest to Cain.
Mean. That makes sense. What his price would be.
At some
Sorry.
point, during the festivities, first of all, do you guys do anything in particular during the feast?
Iris is just like. Iris
I
is just like.
mingle. Yeah, go ahead.
Iris probably just goes to Olivia and stays near.
I mingle exactly as much as my station demands, but inclined towards Vicus because there's at least a person I would like to speak with, but I would have to speak with.
All right. Well, if that's the case, then I have to inform you right now. Since you are somewhat close to Vicus, Vicus eventually does, turn looking for someone, spots you, begins walking in your direction, basically seeming like there's conversation beginning. Vicus reaches out to you and says, "Hey, did you sense something just now?"
Kinda, sort of.
It feels like there's something. Never mind. It's probably nothing. You want to talk to me, though?
You are more enjoyable than the 90% of the company here.
I see. Well, I can't deny that. Tell you what. How about you, me, and the elder from that nice little church you were invited to have a chit-chat?
That would be good.
Yeah. Be sure to invite Isaac.
Is Isaac here? Isaac here. Like,
He is around.
is he still here?
He seems to not be
Can you
indulging
explain
at all.
to me the player like which church was meant? Like,
The
by the elder, like I believe Ramon was meant.
yeah. So essentially, you are
Okay,
being
cool.
asked to talk with Vicus, Ramon, and Isaac. Do you acquiesce?
Yeah.
All right.
Sure.
After the two of you go fetch the group, Ramon specifically points out a few seats that you can use, which Vicus doesn't really mind using. And as all of you sit, Vicus says, "So I've heard some news coming from Europe. It seems the recent visitor, the one we met today, it seems that visitor passed through Spain. Isn't that weird?"
That is peculiar.
It is. What do you think about it, Isaac? Isaac seems to be a bit shut down, glancing every few seconds at Ramon to get a gauge for the man's patience. Ramon sits completely quiet with the same pleasant portrait of a smile. Then Vicus turns to you, Jack, and says, "You see, I thought that the area was quite dangerous right now, given that there were recent attacks. But it
I was told
seems
so.
it seems that traffic there for our sect is actually quite easy right now. Easier than it would be if we just had a pretty severe attack."
I was told by a few sources that the area was sort of off limit.
Ain't that weird? And as Vicus continues to say this, Ramon seems to drop the smile for a moment and say, "If you are going to insinuate something, I would expect you simply say it. Not that you'd have the guts to." And there is quite tense silence that builds, at which point Isaac is basically looking towards Ramon and then looking towards you in a bit of a silent panic. And after a moment, Vika simply says, well, of course I'm not insinuating anything. I was just commenting on the traffic in Europe. It just seems odd. But if you don't know anything about that, of course it doesn't really matter, does it? Though, I hope you keep your promise of helping my student here reestablish contact with his associates. Raman once more puts on the smile, like nothing happened, and says, well, I suppose I better get to it then. I didn't plan on staying very long either way. Plus we have a game of instinct to tend to. And I'm eager to know what the prize is once I get it. And he stands up, gives a bow, and begins to head out. As he does, he says, Isaac. And Isaac almost instinctively stands up, then looks to you for a moment, as if he wants to say something, seems to decide internally not to, and just follows Raman.
If I have been specifically keeping an eye on Ramon this evening, do I notice him leaving?
Yeah, we can say so, yeah.
So does he... so he's seems to be heading out, leaving the party altogether?
Mm-hmm.
Is he, does he happen to, pass by any reflective surface on his way out?
Interesting question. How about I ask you to roll... Now let's make it entirely based on luck. Show me a 1d10. And let's say that odd numbers means no, he does not. And he rolls a 6.
Yes!
Hell yeah!
So as he walks, the warehouse doesn't have a lot of reflective surfaces, but there are a few windows that have been covered. Sometimes from the inside, sometimes from the outside. And he does pass right in front one of those windows covered from the outside, which allows you to get a pretty good idea of where his reflection would be on that window. And you do not see a reflection.
So that means he's from the clan. God fucking damn it!
But he's not probably expecting to see a reflection either.
Doesn't seem to, no?
So if for some reason there would be a subliminal reflection that he might, catch in the corner of his eye.
Go on, Abel, go on.
Okay,
Go on. We
proceed.
support
What are you trying to insinuate? Or do you just want to do it to see what the fuck happens?
Yeah, just as he's maybe catching that, might be able to catch a reflection if he would be positioned like that. I will just reflect. I do hope he remembers what he looks like in general, but a very worn out, tired, hunched, diminished kind of a reflection of himself.
Okay.
Just like for a fraction of a second.
So we're
Alright.
playing mind games. Love it.
Yes.
Spend the cost of it, and I have to roll something. Okay.
Isn't it free for him now or something?
Oh, it is.
Awesome. So, basically, you cast this reflection, and as Ramon is approaching the exit and reaching for his coat, he sort of he glances towards the window and almost does a double take. And his mind seems to process it for a moment. And he lets go of his coat and begins to approach the mirror. And he begins to touch his face. So this is out of sight of the plants. But given the fact that Abel is casting this reflection, I need everyone to just roll me a 1d10, except Iris, because Iris is on the other side of the room. The window is facing away, is on the opposite side, so Ramon would not be turned that way. This is just to know if you'd be turned, you'd be in a place in the room where you can see his expression.
He just left Vicus and I, so maybe.
All right. So, Jack, you're basically the only one who sees this. As Ramon checks his reflection, you see an expression on his face you haven't seen since you met him. It's utter shock, and it's abject fear.
That is cute.
Like his brain is, like his mind is racing. As he...
I will engrave this shit on the back of my skull.
I kind of feel bad for him now, guys.
I don't.
As he touches his face, gazing at his reflection, he quickly, with his head down, reaches towards his coat, almost like rips it down from the coat hanger, and immediately leaves. And Isaac begins following. And I need everyone just to make a flat wits roll.
Botch.
Finish.
Two successes.
I'm not sure how one would botch this.
I'm looking the other way, not paying attention. I don't fucking know.
I guess
Just bunks their head against the wall.
I guess when you watch Ramon leave, you are quite certain that he forgot something. As are the rest
His
of you.
cane.
He
He
forgot the
forgot
cane.
his cane.
Gabriel, however, almost by impulse, without really thinking, begins to move towards the exit to return the cane to Ramon.
Excuse me, Vicus. In a moment. Blink there? Nah. That shit is mine now. I'm the occult. I'm the head of the occult here. It's mine.
Iris is just looking now at them both. And if they see her looking at them, if they see it, she's just gonna shake her head at them. It's like a very disappointed look.
Well, Jack
Both of them
will-
raced over somebody else's cane.
No, I was returning it like a
Yeah, but you both
culture.
made a... You both made a fucking... She has the angry mom look.
Oh,
Aiden will hand it to Jack though, with a shrug, like I don't care. He doesn't notice him being stared down and glared at.
mm-hmm.
Well, Shadow Blink is not really loud.
It's not. it's basically just like out of a nearby shadow pierce check, basically.
So you stepped out of my shadow, basically.
Could be the coat hanger. It's me. I've been there the whole time.
Jack always lives in the shadows of other people, including coat hangers, apparently. But yes, so Jack, you have Ramon's cane in your hands. However, given Gabriel's quick approach of the cane, you do notice that some other members of the clan have noticed that you're now holding the cane, and are kind of just with a puzzled look on their faces, watching the two of you sort of dispute who holds this cane.
Oh, I don't dispute. Jack comes over, says, "Give me the cane." I give him the cane, and I pretty much walk off.
Mm-hmm.
And I will do. I don't know. I will try to understand if there's something magical about. Why can do wars and that? I can disenchant this shit.
Iris just, you feel a pressure on the back of your mind. Iris is still looking at you like a disappointed mom.
Turn into him without the magic, if there is any.
Well, I will.
Out of the goodness of my black heart.
Iris, return to him the cane as it was. She's in your mind. He's a
No
priestess.
fun.
Jack,
Behave.
could you roll me willpower, please?
Permanent?
Yeah.
Pelese. I'm not that petty.
Okay.
I'm not that petty.
No, it's okay. As you hold the cane and you hear all of this influence coming from so many other places, you feel this emptiness call out to you. You almost feel the same sensation as when you're starved of blood looking at a vessel right in front of you. And you hear this very faint breeze rush by your ears even though you don't feel it. You spot faint silhouettes of that same shape you have visions of from time to time. And you only feel this impulse to consume whatever's on this object, even though you don't understand exactly what it is.
Does it feel like Big L or does it feel like somebody else from the same place?
You wouldn't know. You don't have enough
Okay.
experience with this shit.
Yep. Well, both were personal, both were short-lived. I would like
Consume it.
the
Consume it.
lower. Good.
Hmm?
Just last second you told me not to do shit about it. The fuck?
Oh no, that was Iris.
That is,
I'm
that
telling
is
you.
Amalia.
Lily's like, do it.
Do it.
In character.
I am also like,
Don't
do
you
it, do
dare.
it, do it, do it, do it,
Out of character. Do it.
do it, do it.
I would like try to quickly examine it while walking out to return it out of the goodness of my heart.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, as you begin,
Just so I know what the fuck is going on.
as you begin walking out, examining the cane, could you please roll me perception and cult?
Occult. Ritual, abyss mysticism.
Abyss mysticism
Cainite
applies.
lore. Nice. Perception occult?
Yes.
That would be fuck ton of dice. Pelese. Did it roll properly?
Whoa.
Yes.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
And given
Tell me the
the
secrets.
otherworldly nudge you're getting, the difficulty is a bit lower as well. So that don't think you got a single. Oh no, you got one die that wasn't a success.
That is 10 successes. Thank you very much.
So you don't know what it is, but there's a remnant of something in this cane. It can be harnessed, you know that, because you've seen Ramon do some shit that shouldn't be possible. But at the same time, it feels way too familiar for you not to, again, hunger for it, almost.
Amali, if that's a demon, you owe me a drink.
I'll always that drink when you come on Halloween.
I know. Do it.
What does the cane look like anyway?
The cane is a pitch
Middle-aged
black
looking
wooden...
Middle Eastern man.
It's a pitch, it's a black wood cane with a silver handle, silver shoe on it. And Jack, do you give in to the hunger then?
I almost want to ask the hunger what's in it for me.
You can do that if you wish. It's up to you entirely what you do with this information.
Essentially, it's a fucking toss-up if it's a demonic or not.
Up to you.
Does it feel sorta like the sword of the Huntress?
In a way, but less hostile. Like less willing to hurt you if you reach out to it. Almost like the difference between feeding on hunters and feeding on the general population.
Yeah. I'ma do it easy. I'ma do it easy for me. Just
Okay.
self-control. Okay? I'ma just self-control my bitch. It's 1. Probably. Up to you.
Wait, don't you have conviction and not self-control?
I have self-control, yeah.
Conviction
fuck it.
and self-control. So you
Fuck
still get to control the decision. You gonna do it?
Fuck it, let's do it.
Okay.
I'm gonna do it.
Roll stamina, please.
Ah, shit. Ah, shit.
Fuck around, find out phase?
And I need
Yes,
to roll
willpower.
something on my end as well.
Oh, you're definitely about to find
I
out.
need to see your roll first.
2 successes.
Okay, got it.
Difficulty 6.
Don't be intimidated by the amount of dice.
Be intimidated
Well,
by the amount of dice when he says that.
Yes.
Okay. Right. So, Jack,
Yes.
as you allow this hunger to be sated as you hold this cane, you almost see the cane itself darken. Then the space around you darkens. And by the way, this is already out of the building.
Mm-hmm.
And as your surroundings darken even more and even more, we'll cut to the inside of the party. Gabriel, as you begin to turn to the rest of the party, as the front door closes, as Jack leaves, you hear a thump outside. Gabriel?
Help!
I guess Jack dies outside as the sun rises.
Well, was nice knowing you.
GG.
No, no.
See you all on the other side.
Why? But we're gonna be leaving. Why does Jax die outside?
If Gabriel
It's
isn't
just 30
available
dice
right
of
now,
damage.
it's fine.
I'm here.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, my mic was muted again because I'm a
It's okay.
dork.
It's okay. It happens. Not your fault.
I mean,
So-
it kind of is my fault.
You hear the thump outside as you're basically almost turning to go back to the party.
I guess I'm gonna do the stupid white boy thing and go check.
Mm-hmm. Just pushing the door open again, you see Jack on the floor, stiff as a board. And next to him is the cane. Only the wood of the cane is now red and slightly moist. Almost like it's covered in a paste.
Well, as I am going to, does it smell like blood?
Yeah.
As yeah?
It smells like vitae.
Well, as I've just recently smelled Jack's vitae and everything, is it his?
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
It drew his vitae out of him. Good to know.
And again, Jack is on the floor, stiff as a board.
Yeah, well, I guess 5 potence gets to come in handy here, boys. I pick him up easily with one arm, and then actually I'm gonna use some of Jack's clothing to pick up the cane. I don't want to touch it. It's unpredictable and could fuck with me too.
Yes,
Alright.
bring him back.
I'm not stepping on a crack.
Alright, so you take Jack and, using like a bit of his jacket, you use that to hold the cane. Where do you take them?
We should have a nearby vehicle I can stash him in for a minute. I do not believe it would be a good idea for him to come back inside like this.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, you came by car. You can just put him in the trunk of the car.
Yeah, sorry, Jack. And now, after he's in the trunk, I am gonna get the phone out and text Iris. Have a problem in the car.
What kind of problem?
Jack
But
is in the trunk.
why?
I think you need to come see.
Why? Left on red for a minute. I think you need to come in here and see.
Tries to snap a picture. The picture is blurry as shit.
Iris,
Now,
I'm going to actually tell to Olivia because if I start leaving, it might attract attention.
Yeah, you don't even get to tell Olivia. Olivia, as you turn to Olivia stops looking at you and immediately begins walking outside.
I love that.
Like Iris would get a single moment of privacy around Olivia. Nah, bitch.
Nah.
You
That's
got an
hot.
archbishop that makes a bunch of bad decisions. You need a paladin who like functions as the
Makes
fucking
better.
filter.
Who unfucks the domain?
Yes. As Olivia approaches the car, looking frustrated, turns to you, Gabriel.
I pop the trunk
Oh, great.
and show her.
Hold on. Olivia looks into Jack's eyes, and after examining him for a moment, they go up to the passenger side door, open the door, look in the glove box, and take a small vial, of which they empty it, and you see that Olivia is now holding what looks like two frozen red shards of something.
Oh, they're blood crystals.
Olivia bites one of them and then just jams it into Jack's mouth and does the same with the other. And Jack, you feel this almost this punch in your chest as you spring awake.
The fuck happened?
Tell us that. Why tonight?
Why tonight? What?
You have a position of power. Iris needs to present a strong face to the domain. You need to prove yourself as a bishop. Why did you choose tonight to have another one of these bad ideas? What did you do?
I decided to bring the fucking cane to Ramon.
The cane.
I think you decided to do more than that. It drew out all of your vitae. What were you doing?
That's not vitae.
Then what is it?
Olivia basically places a finger on the cane and, dragging it along, lifts it, and what you see is remnants of essentially shredded flesh. What the fuck, Jack?
I don't know.
Wasn't his cane black?
Yes.
Oh, great. Jack, open your shirt.
Jack, open your shirt.
I should probably go outside as well.
I mean, if you're concerned enough, you may.
Well, they're taking an awful long time.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Like,
come out.
Please, no. Stop gathering. We don't need to draw attention
Stop
to this.
being suspicious.
Don't be
Don't-
suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Of course, you fucking ADHD gremlins. No one here has self-control.
Of course, no.
I was thinking that, but I didn't sing it because I'm trying to like be even remotely professional.
You said a phrase that in the song, or that triggered a thing. I'm sorry.
I know.
Yeah, Jack will like open his shirt.
Yeah. Olivia basically just pushes you by the neck onto the car and begins quite non-ceremoniously just carving open your chest.
Was seen worse.
Yep.
I'm gonna act like Lookout right now.
Yep. And with one pull, Olivia pushes it back and begins fixing, the damage done. And tells you to button up your shirt again.
What was it this time?
Well, you know how you had a little black spot last time? It's not a little anymore.
What's the damage?
If I had to guess, that's about a quarter of your heart that was just ripped out.
Hmm.
You might get yourself killed if you keep doing this. You realize that.
Yep.
You should have let me return the thing for brownie
Oh,
points.
absolutely not. You can return it now. But that
Oh,
cane should
have to do
never
anything.
have made it back to Ramon with that. I would still prefer it if Jack didn't just consume every bit of shadows he comes across, but that's just me. I'm going back into the party. And as Olivia turns around, sees Abel approach, and says, "Deal with it as you wish," and goes back inside.
So, the cane now looks different from what it was before.
Yes.
It's covered in Jack's
It,
previously not so black heart.
the wood used to be very, very dark. Like, it was like pitch black wood almost. Now, it's like a reddish brown. And it's covered in fleshy gunk, basically.
It's
Mhm.
covered in the remains of his heart. Yeah.
Does it? Am I safe to assume that it only also feels like a fleshy gunk to the touch?
Well, it feels like wood covered in this fleshy
This shit
gunk.
deteriorates quickly. Jack's 100 years old.
Oh, it's
and
not
70 years dead.
deteriorating.
Not anymore.
It's not deteriorating.
It bonded with the staff or something.
Okay, I'll just make it look like it was it before, and
Mm-hmm.
and feel
Maybe
like it
clean it.
probably was before.
Are you gonna clean it first, maybe?
Oh, I
What's
don't know.
that?
Well, is it removable?
I mean, you can take a napkin and, like, remove
Okay,
the
I'll-
chunks, but the wood still looks sort of a reddish brown instead of the black it used to be.
I'll remove the fleshy gunk and make it look black.
Mm-hmm. All right. I don't think you need to roll for that, so it now
No,
looks black.
yeah. Although there's this I don't know how far Ramon got and how far he lives from us, so I'm probably going to have to make it permanent.
All right.
Okay, and while I'm doing that, I'm just gonna slightly make the silver hander feel, just microscopically bigger.
You son of a bitch.
Okay.
And kind of like had a tiny speck of rust that might feel uncomfortable to the palm.
What the-
All right.
Ugh,
My God, you are evil.
my God, you're on path of petty.
And perhaps, slightly make it a bit off balance.
Oh, you were
Noted.
diabolical, sir. I
As you
applaud you.
are putting the finishing touches on this abomination, Ramon seems to come back. Now his coat is on, but he seems to be in a bit of a hurry. And as he's heading towards the
Sir,
door,
I
looks
lift
to
up
you,
the cane. I will.
sees the cane, and without a word, just begins walking up to you, quite like in a bit of a hurry. My apologies, I seem to have forgotten my cane.
Ah,
Jack at
We
this
all
point,
have
like
our
the third guy from American Psycho who's just smoking in the background.
He
Like, Jack
Ramon
just-
looks to you, essentially sitting in the trunk, and with a couple of blinks, just turns to the others, not asking any questions. Well, may I have it back, please?
If
No.
Abel doesn't hand it
Nice.
back, I'm gonna take it from him.
I'm probably
Okay.
holding it. So yeah, of course.
Thank you.
Yeah.
He takes the cane, braces it on the ground, and begins walking away. As he does, you notice him once in a while just look to the cane, kind of examine it a bit, then try to adjust his grip and continues to walk. And he does that basically the entire way until you don't see him anymore.
Well, it's so diabolic.
Poor man. I
He's
think
evil.
hard to live with a limp like that.
Shall I get back?
Oh yes,
Mm.
party time.
Mm-hmm.
You return to the celebrations, and things for the rest of the night seem to go quite well. As the night begins to wrap up and guests begin leaving, the last few people present are Olivia, the four of you, Vicus, and the hag who is currently leaving, along with her students.
Iris will basically say her goodbyes to the hag. Tell
Mhm.
her to consider my words. Might be a good position of increasing your reach. And traditions are always good for the young to remember.
The hag simply nods, and after a moment of quite awkward direct eye contact and adjusting the robe she's wearing, the hag just says, "Goodbye then," and
Bye.
begins walking out.
Iris begins walking back to Vicus. And Olivia. Because Vicus is probably harassing Olivia.
Well, Olivia is currently making arrangements for cleanup. Vicus is quite clearly trying to find an opportunity to bother Olivia, but not finding any.
Well, that's what I mean, that, you know, if I look for Olivia, I'll find Vicus, so...
Mm-hmm. So, quite successful.
Yeah, yes.
I think we should do this again sometime.
Alright.
Preferably in a few months. I'm going to be quite busy. Seems
of
the
course.
tower is sending scouts to my domain to see if they have a shot. Of course, I'm going to send them back. Well, I'll send an
pieces.
amalgamation of them back.
Maybe, like, you could send them back a whole furniture set.
You still do those furniture bits?
No, I should just the joke that's supposed to be common. I have never done a furniture thing.
It's passe.
But I know, but here's the thing: the tower still fears it.
Send them statues.
No, that's too.
Get them the memo
they're
that
not.
it's new time.
I was gonna
No, but
just
that-
mix it all into one creature and just send that back, but I
That
like your creativity. Maybe you should learn
but
how to do all of this so I can really have a good look at your brain. I want to see what you come up with. Regardless,
worthy of
I should be
Mirella.
leaving soon. Do you have any business to discuss with me before I go?
Not really. Not for me.
Oh, I don't think I've told you, but apparently I got a key to the city. You know, the one in the other realm.
You got elected mayor or something?
Huh?
Sort of.
Do I remember that like the agreement was not to tell Vicus about Enoch?
No, we knew about Enoch. He knew about Enoch.
Yeah.
We didn't tell him like about the specific map and stuff.
Vicus knew about all of this stuff. In fact,
Yeah, so we got a key into the city now. Well, I got a key.
Okay, well, what are we waiting for then?
An army.
It can sound scouting parties. You don't really need to
No,
expect them to come back.
No, I don't. I think it will have to be with me. It's
All
too,
right then.
dating. And also, by the way, since now is a good time as ever, because this is probably the only time when Olivia, I'll be safe to talk right now.
Olivia stops the cleanup.
And Iris does as well. She just uses green sight.
Just 1 second. I'm going to make sure. And Olivia basically vanishes into the breeze. The rest of you are still around, by the way, while Olivia's out
Come
searching.
over here. Gabriel, come over here.
He does.
Iris
took
waits for Olivia to come back.
I'm
She's like basically holding up her hand with a finger as in like a waiting motion, as she's also scanning the area with her grey sight.
Yeah, eventually Olivia does return. Basically you get the heads up that everything.
Iris,
Yeah.
so officially know this Gabriel, but meet Aidan Conroy, a defector from the Talmahera, who has been in that city.
Uh-huh. And we can trust him because...
Well, because he has earned our trust, and well, rather he has earned the approval of, and she points towards Olivia. He's been vetted. He's been checked. Plus, not like he can run away anymore.
Vika seems to observe Gabriel quite closely. Then after grabbing
Gabriel...
his chin without really asking for permission, kind of turns his head one way and the other and says, quite good modifications on him. Who's
That was
responsible
Jasper?
for this work?
Jasper?
He had to practice.
Yeah, he did. He's been improving.
He needs work just on the finishing bits. Usually leaves a couple of fragments, but it's only something a trained eye can spot. Right. Aiden, was it?
Gabriel, while we're around people.
Sure.
So you can use that.
Yes,
Gabriel.
it's Aiden. And Gabriel. I don't really care.
You're a bit of a stick in the
Oh,
mud.
by the way, did Gabriel drop his surfer dude act?
Yeah, he dropped it on
Okay,
accident.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, he
Vicus
used
just,
comment about him being a stick in the mud, and he just, oh, right, smile. Sorry about that, man. Sorry.
He's been practicing, not acting like a stick in the mud, which is very typical for his bloodline, apparently.
What?
True Bruja. And she's like waiting, like to see like what's Vicus's reaction.
Vicus is probably waiting for another shoe to drop.
Vicus looks at you with a bit of a dropped jaw, then turns to Gabriel again with the same expression.
Who's lifting an eyebrow now with a smirk?
Sassy.
Assassin the 1,000-year-old vampires. Let's fucking go.
I mean, it just raises a few questions. Why haven't you just rerun this conversation trying to get it right? You could
I
avoid
don't really care
embarrassing
that
yourself.
much. If anyone's embarrassing themselves, it's not me. I don't think I'm capable of that.
Huh.
But then he has that same smile though, even
Yeah,
though his
just
voice
frozen
dropped.
the one expression he managed to practice.
Yeah.
He does have a bit of a weird smile, and Vicus just starts like messing with the corners of your face. Just like, it's more like that.
Adjusting.
So
This would have been the perfect point for me to have my camera on and start pretending like you're doing it. Next time.
Next time. Well, what information do you have on the inside?
Quite a bit.
I'll go on. I mean, Jack's head also has some of it. His layout is gonna be a bitch. It's non-Euclidean.
I see.
It is in the Shadowlands.
Okay. How do we get there? In numbers.
I imagine you would find someone that can manipulate or make a doorway.
That doesn't work at all, does it?
There is a way to go through Abyss.
I mean,
when I asked for Teliavelis' aid, right? What was the vibe that I got about what I have?
sorry, repeat the question?
When I basically did the dedication to Teliavelis, right? I asked for a way to get there, right?
Mm-hmm.
What was the vibe of what I received? Since we never returned to the fucking big shadow in the Shadowlands. And I've been there multiple times since then.
Well, the vibe in what sense? Like the vibe of what's supposed to happen later? The vibe of what the emotions were? What are we talking
No,
about?
the vibe of what I got, because I never saw like a key or whatever. Like I know
I
what's
see.
gonna happen, but
Basically, the vibe you got, or at least the impression you got, is that when you plan to go, the opportunity will be given to you to go.
listen, like I said, the doorway and the key is not a problem. The god of the I have made an offering and my dedication has been accepted. We need an army. That place when I will make a plan to go, the doorway will open. This will be when we go with me. So we build an army.
How big is the place we're attacking?
It looks the
Can I
best
like,
between.
give like the size from what I've seen, like the correlation between the show and the streets and like to real life place?
You basically say, about the entirety of LA times, like if you multiplied it vertically, about that.
Yeah, I'll give him the number of levels there are on in the building and
that
that
you
kind of
are
shit.
aware of.
Yeah, I'm
Uh,
like, there are likely more, but I haven't seen them
Iris
personally.
looks at her. I'm actually. Well, don't worry. I'm like to because I am planning to bring a friend. Speaking of which, Olivia, we need to plan a visit to a volcano in Iceland. But
okay.
Hawaii is closer. Yellowstone is closer.
I suppose we can arrange for all of this. I trust you to arrange things on your end. I'll try to get us some numbers.
yeah, like Aiden.
appreciate
By the way, do you know how many there are? Vampires.
As regard to vampires, there's not only them. That's the problem.
There's them, and then there's the humans
Numbers.
that they train in
Numbers.
pools.
Numbers. How many?
I don't.
Well, dig around in those memories of yours and figure that out.
I don't believe that I was ever privy to the files that show the true numbers of
Well,
employees.
you probably know some other ones who are of them who might be in LA. So
I
best
can
find-
point out people. That
good.
is no
Point them
problem.
out. We'll find out how many. Because that will decide how many numbers we need.
We might want to also focus on getting a bit of quality in those numbers. So
Of course.
I would advise all of you to get nice and set up for a war. Not just a battle.
That's what. Of course. Same to you.
I'll do what I can from my end. Though I do
course.
have a domain to run, so do you. So let's keep our heads in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Now, I have to go back. Anything else you need before I go?
Nope.
Did I mention to Vikas that Beckett's gonna come around, or only to Iris?
You didn't. I don't believe you mentioned it to...
Our
Yeah, you did.
archaeologist friend is gonna come around eventually.
Sorry, what did you say, Iris?
I said nothing.
Oh, okay. Are you talking about the friend you're talking about?
We talked about him recently, yes.
I'll be visiting in the
Stand by
next few
the-
nights then.
I will
And
make sure
Vikas
to send
basically
an
just
official
begins
invitation.
walking towards the exit.
Oh my God.
I will have to send for a fucking plane, don't I?
And as Vikas leaves, and all of you tend to the recent events and update everyone else on what happened, we will end tonight's session. I hope everyone has enjoyed, and we will see you here next week for the next episode of Beyond
guys.
Armageddon.
See you.
Bye-bye.